Peace fam, it's Tiffany Hills popping in with a video. I know it's kind of windy, so hopefully y'all can hear me, but I'm popping in with a video. I've been waiting to do this video because I've been just kind of, the information that's coming in is just like a little bit kind of like all over the place, but at the same time, I'm just trying to find my entry point, my point of entry. But before I go on, let me just say, the young lady I did the Triple Goddess podcast with Aaliyah, the Aaliyah channel, her name is Radiant Rose. I'm gonna put her video, not her video, her channel in the description box. Y'all need to go and support this young lady. She's beautiful. She's her name. She's Radiant Rose. Confident. She when she say somebody coming through, they coming through. It's like she told me the alley-oop, like, Tiff, such and such coming through. I'm like, okay, what's going on? But her channel, she just started uploading videos. I enjoy the videos. I'm subscribed to the channel myself. I enjoyed our podcast. So don't walk, don't run, fly over and subscribe to her channel. And you will be very, very pleased. Very, very pleased. Shout out to my girl. Hey, Radiant Rose. Okay, so let me get into the video. Okay, so let me just say, Anubis is on some straight love energy. Anubis is coming through so many men. When I did the last video with, we was talking about the cosmic marriage between him and Daughter Earth. Now, what has come up is when I was doing the whole series on the soul twin and my soul twin and the soul twin energy, they are the ultimate soul twin energies. You know what I'm saying? So the soul twin energy is just the ultimate balance of masculine and feminine energy, and they come together in androgyny. They come together as one whole. I've said this before with the black widow spider and the praying mantis. When they bite off the head of their mate after they mate, that is that is them coming together as one. The black man trusting the black woman with his mind, and the black woman trusting the black man with her heart. They become one. That's why they bite off the head. It's not a, oh my God, that's just a terrible act that is, you know, for babies who to decode, something like that. They become one. They become androgynous again in the physical. So when I say Anubis is coming through on some, he say he loved the goddesses, and we've been doing our work, we've been putting in our work, he's saying that his a lot of his attributes have been hidden, because he's like the ultimate lover. He's the secret lover. For those of us who have, you know, sacrificed physical relationships, he's been that. My paper done flew away. He's been that that energy that has been holding us. He's been that masculine energy that has been our complement. He's been that masculine energy that has been just loving us all up. You know what I'm saying? Which is why we can stay single. We don't really, you know what I mean? Once you tap into the spirit, sorry y'all. Once you tap into the spirit world, like the physical is, you know, the love making, the mating, the getting to know somebody, it just becomes, you know, like I'm good in the spirit world. So when I say he's coming through on some straight energy, he's saying you have earned your rewards, goddesses. All of y'all who done tapped into this dark goddess energy, who are letting our kings, our gods, fall back and do the healing that they need to do and do the resting that they need to do, they are tremendously happy. So what happened the other night, I awoke out of my sleep. Maybe, I'm not even sure what time I awoke, but I know it was the witching hours, the wee hours in the morning. And I had a dream about William, and it was very lucid. It was very real. It was very, I woke up almost crying. And in the dream, he was laid out and he had on one of my shirts. And then he disappeared, like, you know, he had died. And I remember running over to get the shirt and hugging it and smelling it, just trying to like smell his scent or whatever. And I was talking to his mother, and his mother was saying, you were the only woman who he ever really talked about, who he ever really loved. And I was telling her how upset I was with him because he left me. So then in the dream, it was more me and his mother talking. And I feel as if she read the letters I wrote him. It was 8 letters I had wrote him. I felt like she read the letters. And so, you know, I'm picking up on this energy. So it's more his mother. And so I was telling her how I didn't get a chance to say goodbye, you know, at the funeral, because I wasn't supposed to attend the funeral. And she was saying, well, you get to say, you know, you get to come to this funeral. So she was telling me something about his head. Something was wrong with his head, which caused him to die his second death. And so the second death only meant, you know, the clone. So he died when they took him out and then replaced him with the clone, and then when the clone died. And so in 2021, I did like a series of the Rise of the Messengers, and I was not sure if I wanted to share it. I was just wanted to document the information. I didn't want William to die and then that would just be it. I didn't want that to just be, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, you know what I mean? I wanted, you know, our story to really, you know, just live on for myself. And so I did 4 parts. And so when he came through in the dream, he was telling me he wanted me to share the information. The information was a tribute to him. It was my tribute to him, tribute to the work, and tribute to everything we went through to bring about, you know, the stage where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? Tiffany Heals. And so in the series of 4 parts, and I've never done parts, I want y'all to go to the podcast, and if you haven't listened to it, listen to it in reverse. So go from 4 to 1. If you already listened to it, 1 to 4, because it, you know, go to 4 to 1. And so the real message, which I am conveying today, is in part 4. So listen to 4 all the way to 1. Don't walk, don't run, don't even fly. Just transport yourself. You know what I'm saying? Close your eyes and be there. Nip came through. Will came through. Anubis came through. And so Nip's work, what I share in the podcast, is he was rising for the children who, you know, children all, you know, all, I said just in the industry, but all the children who have been trafficked, all the children who have been raped, molested, killed, murdered, ritualized. He rose for those children. Will's work was for the all the men who the throwaways, the junkies, the crackheads, those men who were cloned, those men who were cloned in prison, those souls. He rose up for those souls. And so what he is telling me now through this Anubis energy is that these men are now, they've all crossed. Okay, I'm about to catch the Holy Ghost because I'm about to jump out the window and I'm already outside. Now I'm getting it. Okay. He said all those souls have crossed over, because that's what I was feeling in the dream. I was like, you know, why he dying again? And so when the thing that was left with me was he crossed over. So what he was telling me is all those souls has crossed over due to the cosmic marriage of Anubis and daughter Earth, and Anubis true attributes, the rest of his attributes coming online, which he is the secret lover, and he is he's the third heart. He's the gateway to the third heart. He is talking about how much these men, when I tell you, I mean, that's why the channels have been so like, okay, I'm all over the place. There's so many men trying to talk to me to tell me their stories. So yes, that's what it is. He said all of those men have crossed over, like they were stuck in certain dimensions. They were stuck in between worlds. They were stuck. And some of them died, and they just were in these dimensions based on the consciousness of where they were at that stage in their life, and they were just stuck. And so he said, all of William, I love you so much. He said all of those men have crossed over, and so y'all gonna be feeling all women, y'all gonna be feeling all this love energy from our men. I mean, it's almost like the love has like been put on pause, and now somebody just has pressed play. So what they saying, like they showering us with all of this love. My God, my God. They are showering us with all of this love. William said a major door is closing. The new door that we're going to go through will be a whole new life, a whole new reality, a whole new, based on how we're feeling now and what we've cultivated. So when we went to war, the dark goddess was like, okay, boo, sit back. We got this leg of the battle. they were able to cross over. They were able to be exalted. They were able to now communicate because they have not been able to communicate. So when Will and I did the ultimate sacrifice, Will went to the other side to free them. And now is the time when they will cross over. It's been 4 years. It's been 4 years. Nip, I'm going to do another video because they got something to say. Nip and Will are connected in that they died 4 years apart. Will is flipping these fours. Will's been gone 4 years. Oh shoot, I wrote it down. I just don't want this paper to blow away. Will's been gone 4 years. So it's been 4 parts to the series. And yeah, and so Nip and Will are very, very connected. Heavily connected. Like almost like the same soul type connection. So Nip told me that okay, so wait. Okay, I'm telling you, so many men talking to me. So what Nip is saying, because I received an email today from a young lady I did a reading for, and her name is Imani. Hey boo. Nip's daughter name is Imani. And so he was saying he's coming through his daughter. You know what I'm saying? So now the men that are, you know, contacting and loving us up and all this, like he said he's coming through his daughter. So the God shall rise through his daughter. His energy is in his daughter. I'm sorry, but I never felt a connection to his son. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Mani Man has just always been like, she's like, you know, I always felt like a connection to her. So he was like, he said, Mani Man ain't got nothing to worry about. So I even told the young lady I did the reading for, Imani, I said, you need to look into Nip, and Imani means faith. So yeah, that's what Nip was saying, like he's coming through his daughter. And so with the Winans, I'm gonna get back to the Winans. The Winans have a song called Millions Didn't Make It. I'm not sure what the song is called, but those are lyrics. Millions didn't make it, but I was one of the ones who did. And so that's what Will was saying. Will was saying, oh, please don't cry, Tiff. Don't cry, Tiff. Don't cry. He was saying, millions didn't make it, but I was one of the ones who did. So he was saying the millions being all of the men who have been cloned, the men who have been murdered, the men who have been pretty much sacrificed, experimented on, you name it, and died. He was the one who redeemed these millions and millions of souls. Remember the song Aaliyah, 1 in a million. I'm about to jump off the cliff. It ain't no mountain right here. Help me, Lord. Just come on, Tiff. It's too many people talking to me right now. Okay, y'all, hold on. Okay, so Will was saying he was one of the ones who did, based on my sacrifice, and getting him to the level of consciousness where he could rescue and bring all this. So millions upon millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of black men have crossed over, have been exalted, have been what is the word? This is their tribute. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, this is a lot. This is the whole lot. So he told me about the archangels. Anubis told me about the archangels. He said the archangels are really, really big right now, and you need to be working with all 4. So that's Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Raphael. He said the archangels originally came through the Winans. So that's Brother Marvin, which is my old pastor, Pastor Marvin Winans. He has a twin named Carvin. Brother Ronald and Brother Michael, right? So they were the original archangels. The energy was coming through heavy through them. So the song that channel was that you need to listen to for protection, wherever I go, and they passed the energy to Boys to Men. So that's Wanye, Nathan, Sean, and Michael. So you see the 2 Michaels, you know, who is like God. And the other names, they all mean something profound. I will look it up, but too many people talking to me right now. Their song that channeled was That's Why I Love You. And so then Tony came through right before I started the video, and they gave a code. Remember I was talking about recoding, and their song was Whatever You Want. Girl, you know I can provide whatever you need. And here's the code. Call 632-2135. There's a code. That comes to 22. 2 plus, 22 is a master number, master builder, the architect. Also, that's the number of Mayat. So 22 plus 2, if you take it to this single form, you get 4. 4 equals 13, family. 1 plus 3 is 4. So anytime you see a 4, you see a 13. 4 equals, 4 is the elements, the archangels. And 13, as Sister Myra has stated, and it really is the highest vibrational number. So with the marriage of daughter Earth to Anubis, that's why that day felt, the 777 felt so profound, because that all those souls were crossing over. They were being exalted. They were doing the work in their dimensions to pull themselves up through us doing the work. You know what I'm saying? So whoever was a member of these families, a daughter, if they were your uncle, brother, whoever it was, they came to live in you. And you learning what you learned, you pulled them up. And so Will said we all crossed over. My God. Oh, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Oh, so tone. So Tony, it's a tone. Remember we was talking about Minnie Riperton and that A tone. Come on, somebody. I cannot do this. The tone. Once we hear that tone, it destroys the crystal cities. Those crystal cities that were holding the men in the spiritual realm. They were locking them down. So we just destroyed those crystal cities. When I tell y'all some powerful dark goddesses, listen, y'all. Listen. And look what the fuck we doing. This ain't no game. We ain't making no videos for fun. This is some real for sure work. And if you have not been on it, you are missing out on the party. So with that, when he was saying in the song, whatever you want, he said, I can provide whatever you need. Call 632-2135. The men are saying whatever, y'all don't got to worry about nothing. Goddesses, they saying y'all don't have to worry about nothing. See, in my era, when I was coming up, we didn't pay for dates. We didn't pay for a nigga. We were taken care of like princesses. We didn't go in our pockets for men. We didn't go half on the bills. That's just something we did not do. Now, it's certain partnerships that don't take this personal, but in certain partnerships, it's two, when the woman decided to go to work, it took, 2 incomes to maintain that household. But when I was coming up, the men were the providers and the protectors, and the woman took care of the children and, maintained the home. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is now it's like they telling us, since we done, won that battle and this motherfucking war, they like, goddesses, y'all ain't even gotta ask. Y'all ain't even got to even think the thought. Is already provided. They saying get ready for the lavish life. Get ready to travel to any destination your soul desires. Get ready to have any and everything that you have ever dreamed of. Get ready. And I want to say something because it was some kids playing in the background. So the fairies was here. So the fairies are rejoicing. The spiritual realm, they having a whole fucking cosmic party. So what y'all need to be doing is getting y'all playlists together. You definitely want some Roy Ayers in there. You want old school. You can play some of the new stuff that's high vibrational, but you want old school celebration. You want Frankie Beverly and Maze. You want Earth, Wind and Fire. You want Michael Jackson. You want Prince. You want Tammy Terrell and Marvin Gaye. You want all of the duets. You want the love. And when I tell you Anubis is he was the masculine, he represented the masculine man who tried, like those of us who had to sacrifice a physical relationship. He represented the masculine man who couldn't be masculine, who was vilified for being a man, a manly man. And so now he's like, I am that lover. You know what I'm saying? I am that provider. I am that, not that he was a guy who was looked over, but now is the time for rest of him to be revealed. Somebody left in the comments, I forget your name, but he said Anubis is the whole shaman. You know what I'm saying? It's so true. So Anubis has so much more to say. Yes, y'all. So today is 7-11, another lucky number. You know what I'm saying? And I've come through quite a few gateways. It's a lot going on in my life at this time, but goddesses, prepare for y'all. Not even prepare. Y'all in the season of y'all rewards. Whatever. Like, so dream big. Don't be, I just want to breathe. I just want a little peace. No. No more crumbs off the table. No, baby. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. We getting the whole kit and caboodle. I have so much more to say. I'm going to end it here. I do have notes, but it's like too many people talking, and I just need to put it all, organize it as much as I can. I love my William. That he's everything. He's everything. But family, they've crossed over. Oh yeah. Whatever you want, girl, you know I can provide whatever you need. Whatever you need. Y'all we ain't gotta ask. And Radiant Rose she had texted this to me the other day. She was like, we ain't got to do nothing but kick back. And I was like, shit, I received that. And then this is just even more confirmation. So, like I said, get over there to her channel and subscribe. Y'all can contact me at tiffany'sloveheals@gmail.com for your fairy readings, spiritual consultations, dream interpretations, inspirational voice, tailor-made inspirational voice notes, and your fairy dust. And yeah, she said, Radiant Rose is silly. She said, girl, I got my fairy dust, and you should have put a warning on it, because it is very, very powerful. But it all works with the power of the person. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on how tapped in you are, how conscious you are, how into rituals you are, how, you know what I'm saying? Not powerful, high vibrational energy. It all of that. So I'm gonna end it here, fam. I'm gonna end it here. But I will be back. Y'all know I will be back. And I'm just happy in my heart. I'm happy in my soul. So get y'all Anubis out. Put them with his consort. Put them with Daughter Earth. Whatever that representation, get your statue. I mean, the most beautiful black woman, the most beautiful black man that you can find. Picture, whatever that is, and get it on your altar. And watch that gateway open. But a major door is closing, family. Major door is closing. And this opens us up to a fresh start. Love y'all. Peace.